Okay, so we're going to start with the robins, and for the robins we're going to use some red and some brown, and we're going to make this brown a little bit darker by adding some blue and some green and some red to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wet our card. So I'll just remind you on the cartridge paper how we do it. This, you can see I've got my cartridge paper underneath. I always have it there for practice and just to check that we're happy with our colors. So if you wet your paper like that, imagine this is the belly of your bird, and then grab some red paint on your palette. Make sure it's diluted like so. Put some nice red, and we're simply going to drop it into the wet part, and you can see it's just going to make a lovely belly to the bird, to the little robin. And then we can add a bit more red into it from the edge there to make it a little bit darker on the edge, and let the paint seep in and create its own little effects. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and then we'll do the same on the other side with some brown. So we're going to mix our brown with a tiny bit of blue and a tiny bit of green, just to give it that nice sort of darker color, and we will drop it in on the other side of the bird and like that. Okay, and then with the same brown we'll be creating the feet. There we are, like that. All right, and then we'll do the eyes and the beak at the end. Okay, so I think we're ready to start. So I'm going to grab some clean water. I've got 2 jugs here, one with dirty water and one with clean water, and I've got my kitchen paper ready. So I'm grabbing some clean water, and I'm going to start with the bird on the left. So all you need to do is to wet the inside of your outline. Just clean water, make sure it's nice and wet, not dripping wet, so you don't want it to be running off the paper, and try to stay within your outline and cover the whole area. Don't do the beak, leave that out. We don't need to worry about the beak right now, and don't worry about the feet. All you need to do is the body. So make sure you've got water everywhere. You can see I'm going over it to make sure it's fine, and spreading my water on the body. And now it's ready. So I'm going to grab some red paint with my brush, dip your brush in water, tap it on the side, grab some red and drop it into the bird from the edge, like this, and you can see it's spreading beautifully, and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the tail here. I hope you can see it reacting beautifully and kind of spreading onto the wet area. So I'm adding some more red. I'm grabbing some more red from my palette, adding a bit more, and as you can see it hasn't really spread in the middle, so I'm going to give it a little nudge. I'm going to help it by simply pushing it a little bit like this. Okay, and then I'm going to rinse my brush in water, tap it on the side, and I might just help the paint spread a bit. Okay, I don't want it to go everywhere because the little robin has got some white on its body, so we want to leave some parts that are white, and so the paper is the white. The paper is the bit that we want to see. So I'm going to reload it on the outside, and I'm just going to go all the way up here. So whilst my paper is still wet, I'm now going to grab some brown. So we've got our brown on our palette. So make sure you rinse your brush, tap it on the side, and grab some brown. And then we're going to drop the brown from the other side, from the top part. And now my paper has dried a bit, so you can see the paint is not spreading now. That's fine. We're going to give it a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of help. So I'm going to trace it all over up to the front there. And because it's still wet, I'm now going to rinse my brush, tap it on the side so it's damp, my brush is damp, and I'm just going to run the end of my brush along the edge of the brown and basically helping it spread into the bird, if that makes sense. There you go. And now it's wet everywhere, so I'm going to add some more brown. So grab some more brown from your palette. You might have to mix a bit again because if you're like me, you may have used it all. And I'm just going to reload the edges here. Up, there, and like that. Right, and that is all I'm going to do to this little bird on the body. I'm now going to keep this brush because it's got some brown on it. And if in your palette you roll your brush like this, you'll make a nice pointy end and you can trace your legs. So start from the belly and then create two little lines, and then the feet with a little curve. So you just need to trace over with your brush. So we're ready to paint the second bird. So we're going to grab some clean water with our brush and we're going to wet the body of the bird. So same process again, make sure it's wet enough but not dripping. There we go. And we're going to start with the red, and I'm going to start from the base, the neck of the bird, and I'm going to let it spread, spreading beautifully on this one, down, run it down its belly all the way to about here. Yeah, like that. Up, and I'm going to reload it with a bit more red on the edge just to make it nice and dark. And here we go. I'm going to rinse my brush. And now I'm going to grab some brown and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to start with the head, and I'm going to start where I left off with the red. And as you can see, it dries quite quickly in my house today, so the paint is not spreading as nicely as I'd want it. So if this happens to you, what I would say is just you can re-wet your paper again if it happens, because it can be a bit frustrating. So I'm just going to do that. In fact, it's quite useful to show you these things because everything doesn't always go to plan. So now re-wet my paper and I'm going to drop in some brown like we did initially. It might not happen to you because you might not be painting in your room might not be as hot as it's here. It's too warm, I think, for painting. So I'm dropping in the brown and just letting it spread into the wet area. If your wet area is too wet, you can lift off some of the water. If you just grab a bit of tissue paper and just sort of pat it down, and it will lift the excess of water. So let's just drop in some more brown like there, and I just like it to to blend in with the red. So, and now I'm just going to ease it into the body here a little bit, and dampen my brush, rinsing my brush, making sure it's relatively clean. And all I'm doing now is I'm just going to spread the brown into the body. If you want, you can grab a bit of blue on your palette like this and a little bit of brown and drop in some here on around the eye, just to make some slightly different tone of grey into the face of the bird. There we go. And as you can see, I'm leaving some white again in the middle because we want to have some of those white feathers visible. Here we go. So whilst this is all wet still, I'm going to grab my brown. If your brush is too wet like mine, just pat it dry and then get back into the palette where the paint is quite wet. Grab some brown and I'm going to paint the legs there, and the feet like that. There. So the paint's still wet, so we've got working time, it's okay. And I might just reload it with a bit of darker brown here. So the best way to keep your brush nice and pointy is to roll it in the paint on your palette, and then you just have this lovely, you can trace some lovely thin lines with the point of your brush, okay? Okay, so I've got my little birds. I'm going to drop in a little bit more. It's still wet. Here we go. There. And I'm going to now paint the beak of the first little bird. So I'm going to try to make some darker brown. So for this, we're going to use our original brown. We're going to add a bit more blue, a bit more green, and a bit of red, because blue and red make purple. So purple is darker, it's a darker hue to this brown. So I'm just going to play around a little bit here. And with the green, it kind of makes it, if you try it on your paper, yes, it's a bit darker. So rolling my brush in that sort of muddy brown, and I'm going to paint in the beak of this little bird. There we are, and the eye. Now, if you prefer at home and you don't want to do it with paint, you can use a black fine liner pen or a biro once the paint is dry. Right, if you grab whilst the paint is still wet, we've got some blue here, and this was my daughter's idea. She said, "Mummy, they need to look like they're standing in the snow." So let's grab some blue and dilute it on the side of your palette like this, so that when you place it on the paper, it's quite, it's almost transparent. So we're going to grab this blue, and all we're going to do is spread it on the base of the little birds. And what we want is we want it to be uneven. We don't want a perfect square of blue underneath, or rectangle. It needs to be a little bit dotted and free like this, okay? And you can even make it darker in places by dropping in some blue, maybe just under the bird like that, and leave it really quite diluted everywhere else. So that is our first card with our little birds. So my little robins have dried, and I'm now going to do some splattering. So I'm going to grab my brush with some clean water. There we go. And this time we want the brush to be actually quite wet. So if there's a drop of water hanging off your brush, then that's absolutely fine. And what you want is a nice, very, very liquid amount of red paint on your palette like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover our little birds with some kitchen paper like that. And in fact, the back of the card as well, because you don't want that to get stained. So I'm going to pop it under my cartridge paper. And now we are ready. Here we go. Little birds are covered. Cartridge paper over the back of my card. Grab your brush with some clean water, a lot of red, and we are going to splatter some red all around. You might want to bring it down a little bit if you're anything like me. And all I'm doing is I'm tapping the brush on my hand, and it's really wet, and it's going everywhere. There you go. And that is enough for our little birds. So we've got our first card, which has got our little robins with some splattering of red. If you want to put some in the middle, just try to be really gentle. There, like that. So, so that's the first card with the two little robins.